RP Vietnam in this bitch. It's been a little bit since I did a live stream, so I had to get y'all one. I've been busy trying to move and shit. Moving is stressful. Buying a house is stressful. Currently dealing with the guy that's got to do some scraping and painting before we get up out of here. We got a pod in the yard for moving, and man, it's so hard to see. I can't wait to move. This corner is way too busy with the driveway so close to the street. Getting the kids in the car is a fucking nightmare. Shit is whack. I cannot wait to be done with this shit. Live way too close to the interstate. All the fucking rush hour traffic. Shit is ridiculous, bro. I cannot wait to get the fuck away from over here. Everybody stop so I can get out. Shit. Yeah, the dude that's doing the painting, he talking about the pod being in the way, right? The pod is not in the way that much. The pod literally has a corner, so he can't get up there to get the lift up to do whatever. All he gotta do is just go around because the pod is not like right up against it, and it's only the corner that kind of protrudes towards the house. And he sent me a message yesterday talking about, oh, it took me a little while because the pod was in the way and it wasn't there when I originally quoted it, blah, blah, blah. And you trying to talk like that because you're trying to act like it's going to cost me more money now that that 5 feet of space at the front porch of the house has the corner of the pod protruding towards it, but there's a big gap in between it, maybe 5 feet, 5 or 6 feet. So it's like, bro, don't act like that shit is so much in your way that now this changes what the fuck is going on. Like, I'm not finna hear that shit. This is what I hate about motherfuckers like this, man. Like, people with like little jobs like this, they always trying to hustle, yo. And this is why it really takes a man, too, to be involved. Because if this is a woman, he'll get over on a woman, no problem. He about to get a challenge out of me because I'm not finna let him run that. That shit is not in the way that much that he has to start from right now already speaking up on how much longer it's going to take him, that it kind of fucked him up a little bit because it wasn't there when he quoted me. Get the fuck out of here. As a matter of fact, he said he had some family issues with his kids or something and had to leave early yesterday when he started the job. This is what slowed him down. This is a direct and admitted speed bump in the process of him doing what it is that I paid him for. So I'm not finna hear that bullshit. He gave me the real excuse and then tried to point to the pod like it was some kind of an issue. I should almost show y'all on video later on so y'all can see where this pod is in relation to where my front porch begins. To see if y'all can say that, oh, this is gonna make a difference in the fucking quote. This ain't right. Nah, he ain't got to do too much or nothing to work around it. He can work to where he can, go around the pod, and then start from that side, and it's fine because the pod is not even that close to the house. It's not that big of a deal. It's a corner that's protruding. It's not even a whole side of the pod that's causing an issue. It's a corner that protrudes in that direction. With a 5 or 6 foot gap in between the pod and the house. Walk around it then. Go up until where you can, and then go around the pod and then continue. He's not finna run that with me, bro. Compared to the rest of the whole fucking house he got to do, how is this like 5 feet of, I got to go around on the other side to continue? That's got nothing to do with nothing. He left for a family emergency yesterday. This is what's going to slow the work down. I'm not finna pay you because you had to go home to your kids. Fuck out of here. I bet you that shit don't go. Fuck out of here, nigga. Anyway, hopefully y'all noticed that the motherfucking merch store is now up. Y'all can check that out. There's a link in the description of this video right now. I'm proud of the merch, man, but this is what my problem is. I've been promising y'all this merch, Hugger AR owner, t-shirts, hoodies and shit, and some other designs and shit, like witty and creative with my designs. It ain't no regular ass message t-shirt going on. Like, it's some real shit, some artistic shit going on. But the problem is, as an artist myself, what I notice that I do, man, is that I speak faster than my productivity will allow, and I'm constantly procrastinating. And I know why I procrastinate with things. It's because shit I do, I feel like it ain't never good enough. Even the shit on the merch store, man, I was changing shit after I launched the merch store. I was still changing shit, adjusting things. I had to order a lot of the shirts and stuff so I could see and what I was doing in the program to design the merch, if it was translating onto the clothes in the same way that I wanted to. So I had to order some of the stuff so I could see for myself. And I found everything from printing too close to the edge to color and thickness of the print like being inconsistent. I got these black and white shirts, and in one sample that I ordered of the black and white shirts, the black in the design in the photo that I'm using is way darker on one t-shirt than it is other. You lose the detail. You lose so much of the detail that the t-shirt don't even make me feel the same when the print is so dark. So there's like these little inconsistencies and shit that once I notice, or I go to research and look for these things, try to do a little field research and order my own shit first so I can look at it. Man, that shit I don't be all the way comfortable and satisfied, man. And I want y'all to get some quality shit that's dope as fuck, that artistically pleases me, myself, that when I look at it, I say, I don't know what else I could have did to that to make that any better. What else could I have done to convey the message, to paint a picture, to make a cool t-shirt? So until I feel like that, it was hard for me to even launch this shit, yo. And I'm still, even after launching it, still feeling like, I wanted this to look like that. What about this? And I got all these other ideas in my head. I can't move fast enough. My brain moves 100 miles an hour, and all of my physical productivity does about 35, 40 miles per hour. That's what's happening, and I gotta not do that. But the merch shit is out, and I do like it. I'm proud of it. I got some dope shit in there, and yeah, go check it out, man. At least go check it out and look around. If you think all that shit's whack or it's not worth fucking wearing, then so be it. But you know, with this gun battle, battling for gun rights is not a Second Amendment thing. The Second Amendment was us trying to speak in their language so that they understood what we were saying. But it all came from a natural thing. I'm not really relying on the Second Amendment. I can really care less what it is that they do to it. I'm almost kind of daring them to throw it out so I can see if they think it's sweet when they do that, so we can let them know the hard way that none of that shit ever matters. It's a natural right. We got a right to defend ourselves. We're not going to be subdued by what the fuck y'all do on paper to the point that y'all can dominate us with force and violence by our own government like we never seen this in no other country in history before. We see it all the time. Bro, we're not gonna let y'all do that. And we're not gonna be hypnotized by what y'all do to the fucking magical paper, bro. We don't care. I think this shit is funny as fuck that they think we care. That they think we're gonna move, but you know what? This was crazy though. They are gonna move some people with that. When they get to the point that they want to fight about that shit, I'm talking about a physical fight, dominance and control in regards to the firearm ownership, and they really start trampling shit. They want the fight to be with the least number of people as possible, so that they can scare some of y'all off with the barking and the growling and the warning shots in the air about some shit that should be undebatable. These gun rights, undebatable. They put it into an arena of debate when they made you latch on to a Second Amendment. Now when they got it there and they call it an amendment, what the fuck you think they're going to do? They're going to try to amend it. You jackass, you didn't know that? Why even let them think that it's a green light for them to try that? I'm telling them they shouldn't even be trying. They shouldn't be talking about the gun rights. Period. Zero conversation about it at all. That's why I don't rock with these Second Amendment 2A supporters and auditors. I'm not one of them. Y'all think that I am, and I'm not. Check your shit. Listen to what it is that I'm saying, and then hold on to it for dear life, because I mean this shit when I say this shit. I don't give a fuck about the Second Amendment. I think that it has gotten us into trouble. It's making them think that they have a fighting chance and talking us out of some shit that they shouldn't even bring up, and I'm not fucking going. It's a natural right. I could care less what they do to it. Tell them to flush that shit down the fucking toilet and then put their guns down also and skip to my loot through this bitch talking shit and trying to run every fucking thing like they the fucking bosses. They not guys. They not my boss at all. None of them. And tell them they can just throw it out and then come out here expecting for everything to be fine. No, they're not going to do that. If they ever say that they're going to throw this shit out, they're going to grab the biggest guns and get as aggressive as they has ever been. Because they know what they need to really expect, and it only makes sense, is that we're going to fight the fuck out their ass. Fuck out of here. They're not going to think that once they write that shit down that they can breathe easy because everything's going to be okay. They're going to do that shit and get scared. They're going to wonder where the fuck it's going to go now because they know that it deserves a fight. They know it. You don't know it? The fuck out of here. Stop letting them do that shit, right? But I say all that to say this: if you really want to make a statement about the shit, get a hug of AR on a t-shirt or hoodie. A stranger might go, "Hey, I got an AR too," and offer you a hug in public off the fucking t-shirt, off the sweatshirt. Hug somebody about this shit, bro. Because we all know we huggable for the most part. And anybody who not huggable with a gun, the best thing to do is to address them directly and challenge them directly. So that if they think they want to be an asshole with a gun, justice is going to come swiftly, and there's not going to be a court case, no hearing, no appeal, no lawyer fees, no nothing. They're going to die for that. That's what's supposed to happen. Am I lying? Am I lying? That's what's supposed to happen. Give them that. I got no love for no criminal, bruh. If a motherfucker's going to rob somebody at gunpoint, anytime I see these videos, and people die in these videos all the time with the censorship, YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, y'all don't be censoring shit. Y'all censor the truth. Y'all don't censor nothing else, because I have seen so many people die on camera, and I have social media to thanks for that, because I've never been present when somebody was shot and killed. But why have I seen so many bodies, though? It's only from the social media. Why these motherfuckers claiming they trying to censor us to protect us from... Man, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Man, y'all make me want to fight, bro. Y'all stupid. The audacity that y'all have to even try to play this game on us, man. I'm so deeply offended that they even try all of this shit. It's laughable, bro. Laughable to me. I'm offended. It's weird. I feel like they called me stupid, weak, and they said that I deserve to die for not being stupid or weak. That's what I hear. Every time I hear them say any fucking thing, bro. That's what I hear. And I take great offense to that. I don't understand why everybody else is just so okay with that. Y'all get fighting mad about little fucking bullshit situations in public about a stranger stepping on your shoes or cutting you off or stealing your parking space or dinking your car in the parking lot. All types of weird, random little shit that you are willing to fight a stranger about. Maybe even get into serious combat with the person. Maybe even somebody might die, possibly, maybe. Shit goes that far. Then when I tell you that your government is doing all these things, and we all know enough to say fuck them. I don't care how deep you go into this conspiracy theory or that one, or how patriotic you is, or how much faith you have in government. Even if you are, I think you can be a willing participant in the fucking bullshit voting trash and still have enough knowledge and understanding and awareness of some things that there's a little bit of, man, fuck all y'all inside of you. You know where I'm coming from. To pretend that I'm way out on the fringes with the shit that I say is fucking ridiculous. You rock with that Second Amendment so much you believe that shit wholeheartedly? I think you can believe in the Second Amendment and still find yourself in my position by saying that when they throw that Second Amendment out, or if they fuck with it, you're not giving up because this is about all enemies, foreign and domestic, and blah, blah, blah. And Second Amendment was a right given by your God, whatever God you believe in, who gives a fuck. You will find some way to justify thinking the way I do, but you won't say it. You're still giving this faith. And that's ridiculous to me. I see some gun laws in some places go in favor of what nature is saying, and I see some gun laws in some states and stuff going in the opposite direction. I'm seeing both things, and it's good and it's bad and it's entertaining because I really don't give a fuck. What I want is for everybody to stop wasting court time, fees, rallying, filing suits against the ATF and all sort of shit, man. Fuck all of that. It is such a waste of energy. I think it's laughable because I feel like anybody involved in giving their energy in that direction like that, I think that there's something about life that y'all don't understand, and that's why y'all are doing that. Because if you understood what I understood, you wouldn't file no lawsuit. You would say, y'all gonna do what, ATF? Okay, I want to see you do that because you know what's gonna happen, right? Then try it. We're not gonna debate you. We're gonna invite you out here to try that shit because you know you're wrong. We're not gonna wait for a court case to show you that you're wrong. I shouldn't have to argue with you to prove that. The proof will be in the fucking pudding. Come out here. Come out here and watch what happens. That was supposed to happen. Y'all supposed to get gunned, they say, when they agreed to write these laws. They write these laws with punishments in there, and just because they don't write in the laws what happens if you absolutely physically resist and what they have to do, they won't write that part down because everybody knows that's the quiet part. That if you don't comply with them, they will kill you. That's what they are really saying. It is comply or you will die. It's not comply or we're going to arrest you and take you to prison for 10 years. That's not what it is that they're saying to you. That's them implying that you're going to let them do that shit. They don't tell you out loud what they're going to do if you try to fight them. They literally mean that they're going to kill you if you don't comply, period. That's all I hear when they talk anything. That's all I hear. And I'm not lying or exaggerating when I say that. So where is there a man that can't understand what I'm saying? Where is this man? that thinks that I'm dumb, stupid, or missing the point, or not exactly on my square in my position, and that I'm actually kind of wrong, and I should chill out. Where is he? The fuck out of here. That man is nowhere. That man could say that shit to his own self in the mirror with a straight face. He'd know he'd be lying. Ain't nobody gonna be able to say it to me and get respect from me. I know I'm in the right. They're fucking wrong, and they deserve the fight that they imply when they say they're gonna do something to you about a topic that's undebatable. The fuck out of here with all that dumbass, crazy, weird shit. Somewhere in their hearts and their minds, they know they're wrong, and they're kind of scared because they know they're wrong, and they're playing a bullshit fucking game that I want to play. I won't play this game with nobody's life. I would never put on no uniform or take no oath to go do nothing to tell myself that now that I've done this. A year before, I could not do this. But now that I have achieved this, I have the right to threaten the lives of strangers, depending on what it is that this moving magical paper is going to hypnotize me to believe, regardless of what it is that I thought before I got here, regardless of what it is that I disagree with, none of it matters. I've taken an oath, I'm given a task, and then I just follow through with it. There needs to be no understanding or no agreement on my behalf whatsoever. I'm just going to do what it is that they told me. And there will be a threat of force and violence behind everything that I do in these regards. And if I lose my job, I will stop acting like that. And before I had this job, I could not do that, or else I would have been wrong. But now that I have the job, all of this shit is magically right now, temporarily, for the time. That sounds like a fucking maniac to me. Justify it, or shut the fuck up talking to me. Makes no sense to me at all. And that's what they don't want. A guy who is armed, who definitely understands what the fuck is going on. It don't take a whole bunch of conspiracy theories to say fuck them. It doesn't. There's a plethora of them. There's an overabundance of them. So many of them are one-hitter quitters that I can't understand how any man with a fucking phone in his hand hasn't found enough reason to say, man, fuck them for life, and I'm not budging either. They're crazy. And I don't gotta fucking settle for crazy. We'll shoot at crazy. Tell crazy better shut the fuck up. How's that? That's fair. The fuck they thought was gonna happen. This is what they did not want to happen. An armed man who knows what the fuck is up. The nightmare. The nigga they did not want to see. I am what they told you Tupac was gonna be. Fuck out of here with a Tupac. So I can't wait till I get my rap shit going. I'm pumped up, got the merch out. I gotta move forward with a fucking some recorded music and a couple of music videos for y'all, man. I need to turn up, bro. I'm feeling, I love the way the productivity and some results. I like the way that feels, man. I'm turned up right now. Fuck them for everything. Wait until I get the music out. I'm gonna show you what Pac should have did. Pac didn't do it. Malcolm X didn't do it. Martin Luther King didn't do it. Malcolm wanted separation, and Martin wanted integration. I'm telling you that the system doesn't deserve to be there. They don't deserve to say a goddamn fucking thing to no one. There's deal breakers here. What's with the child trafficking? What is y'all doing? What's with the Epstein list? I've been seeing videos of people reading names off the list, and then they got to make new channels. And then they come back and continue the list, and then they got to make new channels all over TikTok and other places. And they're only reading the names that we already suspected. If you know how they get down, the names are endless. The list goes on and on. And that's off on one focal point, Epstein's bullshit island. That's one focal point that they're trying to draw these people to. You telling me there's no other place in the fucking world where these things happen and there's maybe a record of it or somebody knows of something? All it needs to do is just exist. I don't care if we never even find a proof. Now, we don't need all of it. You don't need to be shot with every round in the magazine to know that you've been shot. The first shot tells you something's wrong. You don't need to hear the rest of the story. Who's going to wait around for the rest of the story? You react. The Epstein Island bullshit is crazy. And it's enough to make you fucking spaz like they spaz. They spaz. That shit worked for them too. All in the war. Henry Kissinger, rest in piss. Fuck you. You took way too. Was it Henry Kissinger? Yeah, he dead. Who else just died recently, though? One of these pukes died recently. Good for you. And then people go, yeah, he died. Who is it? Somebody put it in the chat. Who is the motherfucker that just died? The globalist guy. I know it wasn't Klaus Schwab. Because I got a special place in my heart for that motherfucker. Fuck him. But it wasn't him that died. Who just died? One of these motherfuckers just died. And everybody was saying, oh, I'm glad he died. I'm glad he died. Yay, hooray. And they was all happy. I was sad when this motherfucker died. It was Henry Kissinger that just died recently, like in the past couple of weeks. Okay. Yeah, fuck him. But people was glad that he died. I was sad when he died. Because you know what that means? Karma failed us again. This motherfucker died without ever having to face the shit that he did. It made me sad. How he died? Natural causes or some shit like that? Ah, that's crazy. Don't talk to me about no karma. Idi Amin escaped his karma. The guy with the funny mustache, the Austrian guy with the funny mustache, he supposedly, and he didn't. I don't believe that this man hit the self-checkout line and got him and his girlfriend or fiance or whatever the fuck up out of here. If they want us to believe that, inside of that story, I would have to say he escaped all of his karma. Because he could have did that on a fucking Tuesday afternoon outside of a war just because he didn't want to be here. Like him doing that under those circumstances don't make me go, good riddance. Fuck that. He escaped his karma. He never faced anything that he did, and that's sad. Wouldn't it have been nice if the Austrian guy with the fucking funny mustache would have survived, maybe been arrested, maybe been tried, and then like actually dealt with an execution. That just feels more like justice. Some people don't like capital punishment or those kind of things, but I say he gonna die anyway, right? You might as well do it in a way to pay some level of respect to the fact that if the man did some terrible things, then he should be held accountable for that. It should happen in that way. If a serial killer gets exposed, comes into contact with the police, gets on a high-speed chase, and then dies in a fucking crash, none of the victim's family should feel any closure by that. I mean, he can't get nobody else, but did he ever really face what it is that he did? I mean, what he did end up putting him in a situation that got him killed. But something about that don't feel right to me. I say put hands on this man. Let him know that somebody's doing this to you because of what you did, specifically because of what you did. Y'all just got a funny sense of justice and all of that shit and truth, and it's getting us into a lot of bullshit, man. This public event that just happened in Las Vegas on my birthday, December 6th. The shit actually happened 6 years and 66 days to the day after the other Vegas event where the guy Paddock or whatever his name is from the fucking window, they said supposedly. I don't know about all that. Who knows? I don't know what happened. I think y'all lying. The chief of police on duty during that shit was actually down there in Maui when the fires happened. I don't like that. Look into that guy. He said some very cryptic stuff about Vegas while the Maui thing was going on. Fucking weirdo. But all of this shit happened 6 years and then 66 days. Which landed on my birthday just a couple days ago, December 6th, that another public shooting in Vegas went down, and motherfuckers started talking gun control. And then they use these celebrities to help speak up about some gun control, but all y'all can kiss my dick, none of it matters. Y'all can cry all y'all want to. I didn't do that, so don't talk to me, period. If I didn't do it, you cannot talk to me. Why we not do it? It don't make no sense to me for black people to do that to white folks because of what some racist white folks did to you or prejudiced white folks did to you. And on the flip side too, you don't like something that a black man did to you? I didn't do that. If you're so emotional about whatever that was that you can't separate me, a stranger, from what some black man did to you, that you look to me and say that something that, man, you're not that smart, and I will disrespect you for being stupid. Period. That racist shit, all that shit is stupid. You can't blanket blame people for what somebody else did. That shit can't get you in jail or hell by doing that. What somebody else does is not my spiritual journey. It's not my spiritual fault. What somebody does out here in these streets is not my legal fault. Not even if it was a close relationship like one of my kids. I got to raise my kids. I got a responsibility to raise my kids, to be productive, respectable, safe adults when they grow up. If somehow I failed and they can't be that and they hurt somebody, you can't revert back to me and say, you raised a violent person. You got to go to jail too. You would never do that. Morally, you would say, you didn't choose to do that, Trey. You're supposed to raise that boy and he violent right now? That's not your fault. He got a choice not to do that. That's what you would say. That's what you would say. How y'all can then translate gun control into saying anything to me is so like idiotic and psychotic. I'll fight you for that, bro. Shut the fuck up. You're not smart enough or wise enough to be in charge of anything, to be calling those shots if you can't think past that. Fuck all of this gun control. The AK and the AR, the shit is mine, man. You cannot have that shit. But according to U.S. Title 18, Section 241 and 242, they're not supposed to have that shit. Every cop, judge, lawyer, you're all in violation. You guys are constitutional felons, and you cannot even be armed. And depending on how much you've affected anybody in your violation, you might actually deserve 10 years in prison. You might even deserve a capital punishment. It might be that bad for you. How much have you violated U.S. Title 18, Section 241 and 242? Well, you trying to debate me about the length of my AR barrel? Don't you know I don't give a fucking fuck about none of that dumb shit you say? It's so idiotic that you're not going to be able to hide behind your grand buildings, in your titles, in your suits, in your briefcases, and the beautiful courts. These buildings are magnificent buildings, architecturally. I wanted to be an architect. I took college architecture courses in high school. I was on my way to being the most hood architect you ever seen in your fucking life. I wanted to do domestic architecture, make nice houses for rich people. That's what I dream of doing. All right? That's what I wanted to do. When I see architecture, and I had architecture and history classes all in college trying to prepare for this shit, never was going to be able to afford 7 years to be a fucking architect in college. I struggled with what it is that I end up doing. Struggle. Still in college debt right now. Struggle, right? But when I'm in these buildings, man, goddamn, them fucking chemtrails look like a checkerboard in this bitch. Y'all not doing that on purpose? Yes, the fuck you are. What else are these flights about? What else are the flights about? Where are y'all going otherwise? It looked like a planned trip with multiple planes that you make a checkerboard across the sky. Y'all bugging. What the fuck? But yeah, when I walk into these buildings, I can feel the vibration of the echo in the halls and the visuals of the architecture, that there's a feeling going on in there. Whoever walks in here saying that you have to submit to the men in here and you into it's all a hypnotic thing. And people think that there's power in what it is that they got going on. But they pay with these for these buildings with tax money. That's your money. That's your building. They are playing gods. It is all an illusion. All of these motherfuckers are flawed. They got drug habits, bad kids, psychiatric illnesses, because some of them crazy, egotistical, vindictive. Some of them are racist. All types of shit. They are playing with all of the same social issues that we are down here. They're not exempt from none of that shit. They're not that fucking special, but they got this illusion, man, that they wrap your mind in every time you step into these courtrooms, man, into these courthouses, man, to these government buildings. You think there's something special there that's going on. There's nothing but a special delusion for your ass. And them too, they're under the delusion as well. Because they actually believe the hype. They think they're special, and they're not. They're all fucking stupid to me. I don't care how smart they think they are. Show me a constitutional lawyer, and I bet you I can make him look stupid. They are not gods. Your fucking Jesus is not a fucking god. Whoever put these atoms here, wherever it is, the source of that is the source. A man that he's got to walk in front of me to introduce himself to try to convince me that he is something. You not it then, bro. Not over me, you not. We all that. That goes into a whole nother thing, but I'm telling you, man, like, that nature puts us right here. And then they had to fake this other shit to put them above everybody else, and it's all an illusion, because we all really are right here. That is where we are. And a big heart and an open mind and an AR-15 will tell anyone that they ask us that we are all even. You're going to talk to me like a fucking man. You're not going to try to play me. You're not going to try to hurt me or none of that shit. And I can outlove you and outthink you. Ain't none of y'all gonna win against me about nothing. That's what the AR is for. So tell them to shut the fuck up. Tell Biden to shut the fuck up. Tell the ATF to shut the fuck up. They're not gonna get shit. But pain and suffering out here, talking that dumb shit. Let that break shit go. Let it go, bruh. You sound insane. We all know that you. It's such a debate about this shit that there's no way you guys are actually in the right, and you know you're not. If you were anywhere near being in the right, we all wouldn't be fighting you like this, bro. We would be cheering for, and this is what they want. They want enough of us to cheer for that the ones who challenge them, y'all are few and far between. Like, who the fuck are y'all? Y'all must be crazy because no one else agrees. And that's what they want you to give into the public shooting narratives. And the way we solve this is by telling people they can't have a gun. But come on, man, who listens to that? You think a guy that accepted mass murder in his heart is going to listen to you when you say, hey, don't use that gun? Use a smaller one? I'm tired of the dumb shit. Like, it feels so stupid to even say out loud what it is that they're doing that I am in awe that they even have the audacity to try and then it actually works on people. I'm so confused, man. I am confused, bruh. This is weird to me, man. Fuck y'all, bruh. This is crazy to me. Stop letting them do this crazy stuff, man. Stop letting them do it. And in the meantime, make a statement. Buy the merch. Make a statement. I bet you can get a stranger to hug you with that t-shirt on or with the hoodie on. But this is me right here, bro. The nightmare, man. They did not want this shit. They didn't want this. And some people go, oh, man, you ever worry about them doing something to you? I'm too small for them to want to do anything to me. And I'm not that kind of person where they can come to me and be like, oh, let's go threaten this nigga. Let's go scare him. Boy, you show up and I know you on that shit. You sound like you better, good luck. Don't even come to me sounding spooky. You can't even sound spooky to me, bro. Oh, I thought I sent you that. The link is in the description though. Yeah, you can post it. The link is in the description of this video though. Man, peace and love to y'all, man. I got to get my ass into work. Oh yeah, stay strapped, Daria. You know what's up. Rick James. Yeah, man, that's 666, man. I'm telling you, man, listen. They have to do these things ritualistically because they think that it gives them power. And inside of that power, they also believe that the rhythm that they do these things will grant them a cloak of secrecy that not only will you not notice them if they do it in this way, that if they do it in this way, you will be frightened by the power that it implies, and that you will not challenge them either. It's a psychological. It's not a magical thing. It's a psychological thing. What it is that they're doing. It's a psychological thing. That's why when you see what it is that they're doing through gematria and just even honest observation about what it is that's going on, you can bring yourself to understand that something is wrong and they deserve a fight out of you way before gematria. But when you see the gematria, then you go, man, listen. Of course, they would have to be this spooky, this deep, this psychological, because human nature is rough and wild. We would not let them do this, and we were all perfectly aware of what it is that they were going on, and that we could just make it stop by challenging them. Especially if we challenge them all together, that's the best thing to do. Especially if we challenge them with love, by loving each other and not letting ourselves be divided by the things, and then we show this extreme love to each other in that way. As we prepare to challenge them, it would be undebatable what it is that we mean and what it is that we're doing. That's why I do what it is that I do, man. Hug an AR owner, man. This is the calm before the storm. I'm trying to tell you, this is who I am. I will hug any and everybody who comes to me in peace, man. It's a simple thing, man. It's a simple thing. Love everybody you can and destroy your enemies. There's nothing wrong with that, man. Anybody who objects to that is saying no, not even then, not even in the face of your enemy should you be dangerous, um, agile, physically and mentally. How dare you be proficient at owning firearms? How dare you want the best firearms that you can get your hands on? Man, fuck all that, man. Anybody who can come to you in that way, man, you should not trust them. Don't trust what it is that they're going to do or say after that. Once they say that you don't have a right to even fight your enemies. Strange situation, man. But they can't get that shit over on me though. Too smart for that shit. Too loving for that shit. I will outlove and outthink all of their asses. And if they want to come out here to see who gonna outshoot, yo, I got hundreds of millions of Americans owning guns, and I'm trying to get them to pay attention to what the fuck it is that I got going on, so we can at least all say to each other one time, man, one time, I love you, bro. I will never hurt you, man. Just don't hurt me. That's it. I can't say that. I'm gonna say that. Because anything to the contrary is gonna get you shot at. RPM Trade Vietnam and this bitch will bang. Get a fucking gun. The gun is for you. The gun is for everybody. Self defense is a natural right and responsibility. Nobody even owes you that shit. You do it yourself. Don't be a bitch about it.